Recent headlines in the news have us receiving a narrative that says that FHFA, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, the governing body for conventional mortgages, has created new pricing structure that actually benefit worse credit and lower down payment buyers. The answer is that's kind of, but not really true. The outrage is a little bit overcooked, in my opinion. So let's just take a look here and say a comparison. All right, what we're trying to do is if we look at the bottom of the page and we put all the things the same, they're buying a $550,000 single family residence in Portland, Oregon. The home would be owner occupied, 30-day fixed mortgage on a conventional loan. They have a debt to income ratio that meets guidelines, and the terms of the loan will be for a 30-day lock and have taxes and insurance included in the payment, all of that good stuff. Okay. When we compare one buyer, home buyer A, with $9,000 a month income, 760 credit, to home buyer B, $9,000 a month income to 690 credit, what we're going to see is, in fact, actually, the lower credit score gets a worse interest rate, and it's significant, 3/4 of a point. Okay, so that hasn't proven the narrative true yet. So home buyer C, same income or lower income, $8,800. Now we're underneath the 100% area median income for both buyers, both home buyer C and D. Okay, one has a 690 credit, home buyer D does, home buyer C has a 760 credit. Notice they are getting the same interest rate. Okay, again, worse credit is not getting better terms. Okay, it's getting the same, which might be cause for a little bit of outrage, but it's definitely not getting better. So let's go to home buyer E. Now we're below the area median income of 80% mark at $7,000 a month income, 760 credit, and home buyer F has $7,000 a month income at 690 credit. Okay, this qualifies us for a what's called an affordable income, mortgage program. And what we notice here is now we've got a mortgage interest rate of 5.875. Okay, and that's the same between homebuyer E and homebuyer F. So when we start looking at this and saying, okay, between those two, again, not better credit, not a better mortgage rate, but the same. But now if we compare homebuyer A, homebuyer F, that's where we can see a little bit of outrage here. Top person up here has 20% down payment, 760 credit. Homebuyer F has 3% down payment and 690 credit. So, wow, why is that happening? And the answer is in the details of homebuyer A has owned a home before. They've owned a home in the last 3 years. Homebuyer F has not. They're a first-time homebuyer. And their income has gone below the 80% area median income threshold for Portland for the zip code of 97212. You can see down here in the links in the disclaimer, there's a tool to look it up. So if the borrower is under a certain income, if they are a first time home buyer, they might get a better interest rate than somebody who is not a first-time home buyer and is above the area median income limits for the program. So that's where the outrage is coming from, okay, between home buyer A and home buyer F, which is not an apples to apples comparison, okay? So just keep this in mind as you're moving forward. Obviously, if you have questions, reach out 503-312-4686 or through email at todd@vantagemortgagegroup.com, and we'll get the answers to you and kind of settle people down and get them into the idea that certain people qualify for different programs. Those program limits have different interest rates and have different requirements to qualify. So again, on an apples to apples comparison, no, in fact, lower credit scores are not getting better interest rates.